This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. However, I doubt anyone would believe me.
Didn't Kamich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh... Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand. Huh? How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just...
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say... but is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right?
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there!
Let's go take a look.
Yeah, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide,
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it...
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying.
There are traces of people staying here, too!
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to...
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Auroron! What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but...
And off she goes! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but... So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her. Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk, and given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar... Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron. the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell...
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exercise it.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes. Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough.
Wow. I'm going to rip.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Back into it.
I'll protect us. Booba, get them!
No slacking.
Prepare to be blown away! Nice and spicy!
In this quickly.
Come a little closer.
Booba, get them!
No escape. You can't run from it.
Let the show begin. You're toast! Help! Leader's attack! Windblade!
Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little.
You need to hurry up. This was well done. You need to hurry up.
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her.
And greetings to you too. Other
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not?
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramp.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like...
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and...
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? They didn't hurt you, did...
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you...
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd...
Hey! I'm no ordinary granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, There is still no need to preemptively—
I'm sorry.
Ugh, forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon—
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe—
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please...
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place.
Goodbye, other Granny.
Oh, we're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes. La da 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 da. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh, and what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather, if we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, well, if any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan, and now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Oh, here we go again! Cat got your tongue, huh?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss...
Go, Barbara, go!
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? Here.
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. Paimon's starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
his voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break—
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. She's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks?
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go! What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my! It's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge...
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have! Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now.
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep
Well then, you have my thanks.
Seat Lolly? Seat Lolly?
Who's that? You got some gall calling.
Are you still with us, Seat Lolly?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then come on! Monster? Me? Really?
Granny Seat Lolly, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Oh yeah! And I have to mentor all the new kids! Hey, new kid! Yeah, you! Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah,
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else.
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh...
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if...
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame!
Actually... about...
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So... you heard...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry!
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. And what about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I make people realize that no matter... not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, the reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and a possibility to turn Auroran into... The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their...
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them... Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sent? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction. And the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroran would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved?
Wait, what?
He knows that. But he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought... Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Seatlolly.
Probably drank too much. Okay, forget that. I need to go. You've helped me so...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can